Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you, it's a Saturday, I want to talk to you a little bit about a company that I'm thinking about investing and I'm going to be watching this week. And I'm seriously thinking about starting a position in this company and building it up and seeing where it goes. I might hold the company for, 3 to 5 years, hopefully longer. I'm into buying and holding these companies and keeping them. But I'm really thinking about seeing if this price drops a little bit, so before I pounce on it. But either way, this is in my radar and it's on my watch list. The company I'm talking about is Dollar Tree, and the ticker symbol is DLTR, right? Because I got it posted up right here. Now, a little bit about Dollar Tree. There are 8,000 Dollar Tree stores in the U.S., right? Now, thinking about a dollar store in my, the reason why I'm thinking about this now, let me jump into that. I passed the Dollar Tree early this morning when I went out and got breakfast. I came back and I was like, man, Dollar Tree, let me look up these dollar stores, because I made a video yesterday, which I'll leave in the description box, about these dollar stores. Even during the recession, they do well. So I said, well, let me go back and do some research on Dollar Tree. So I'm thinking Dollar Tree is a competitor with Family Dollar. I was wrong. They're the same company. Family Dollar is just not listed on the stock exchange. It's privately owned. What they did was Family Dollar had came out way before Dollar Tree, and then once Family Dollar, wanted to go public, they kept Family Dollar private and then started Dollar Tree and ran that. I guess from experience of what they learned over running Dollar Trees over the years. Because when I was a kid, Family Dollar was out. So I thought they were in contention because I'm like, I don't really see Family Dollars no more, where I'm at, and I see Dollar Trees. I thought it was a new franchise, but they're one and the same. They're complementary businesses, which I think is cool, especially with the strategy that they have. Now, a little bit about Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree sells stuff mainly at the price of $1. All dollar stores have things that are over $1. But they mainly deal with stuff that's, $1 or less, right? Now, 48% of their business, of the products sold per year, 48% is consumer merchandise. And that's things like candy, food, health, over-the-counter drugs you can buy like in any store, household supplies, paper towel holders, bleach, stuff like that. Another thing they sell is variety merchandise, which is just a menagerie of different things that are useful in the home and, that people would go out to the store and grab in the blink of an eye. Stuff like toys, houseware, plates, silverware, pots and pans, gifts, stationery, like school supplies, things like that. Like if you need a notebook, boom, you can go to Dollar Tree and grab it. Clothing, they have that, and blankets. Now, the last part of what they sell is seasonal things, right? 5%. That's 5% of what they deal with. Now, variety is 46.7%. This is all of last year. So these are all the stats that I'm getting, And so 5% of their sales per year is merchandise that's seasonal. Easter, Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day, cards and stuff like that, balloons, you name it. The store has 8,000 stores across the U.S. and Canada, right? With California, Texas, and Florida being the biggest amount of these stores, right? Now, the reason why I'm looking at these stores is a couple of facts that I got written down here. So you gotta see me if I'm looking down a lot. The first thing is that caught my eye is rapid expansion. Like I said, they have 8,000 stores, right? And they're still building more. Check this out. For every 2 McDonald's, there's 1 Family Dollar. And there's a lot of, not Family Dollar, there's 1 Dollar Tree. There's a lot of McDonald's. So for every 2 McDonald's, there's 1 Dollar Tree. That's crazy. Look, check this out. There's 7 times more Dollar Trees than there are supermarkets in the U.S. So all the supermarkets in the U.S., you times it by 7, that's how many Dollar Trees you got. That's crazy. Now I'm like, that's serious. I mean, they're all over the place. I never paid attention. This is one of those things, like I say, you don't think about it until you start getting interested in investing or being a part of something. And it's like now, like my eyes are open. So like now when I leave, I don't be looking for Dollar Trees all day. But yeah, rapid expansion. Another thing that caught my eye is they're very small and efficient. Meaning like you can open the stores are not big like Walmart or Target. So you can open one of these up in the strip mall. Like they say the average size of a Dollar Tree is the size of an Apple store. An Apple store is not that big, you know what I mean? So I mean the retail space, they don't even have to deal with like how Walmart has to deal with, you know, they need tens of thousands of square feet, where these people can just boom, let me pop into a strip mall and it's business as usual. So I mean that's one of the things that I think is cool. And with them being small and efficient, it gives the customer the idea of, hey, look, I can go in the store, I can grab what I got to grab, and I can get out of here. You know, not like Target or Walmart where you might have to walk all the way to the back of the store to get just the one thing you want. And you know, while you're going back there and looking, it might make you be like, oh man, you wind up buying more stuff than you wanted to do. You know, and the thing with these Dollar Trees, they encourage people to come and buy something real quick and come back out because you can keep coming back. They want to keep the experience coming back, keep you coming back. And I don't have a problem with that type of philosophy, because you got to realize these retailers know us more than we know ourselves. That's why some stores take off and some stores don't. These people have teams of people that sit back and they study human nature. They study what humans like and don't like. They watch all these graphs and all these charts, take all these surveys. They know what the people want, and they know which way to direct the people into buying things. So I mean, that's just one of the things about it. So we got rapid expansion, it's a lot of them, and then we got they're small and efficient. You can get in and get out real quick. Whatever you need, you can go right to the part, in and out, right? So that's number 2, what I like. Number 3, what I like, the inventory is always changing. And I think this is a good strategy for a business to have, because I used to watch Shark Tank, right? And somebody would come up with a beef jerky or something like that, and they'd be like, oh, well, you got to get in these big stores. You need us to get you into these big stores. You know, they're not going to mess with you because you're a small guy, and they don't know if this is selling or not. A lot of those companies, Dollar Tree is the place that these places go to. They welcome them because they always change their inventory every month. And it works 2 ways. It works good in Dollar Tree's benefit, and it works in the benefit of the customer, and I'm gonna get into it. In Dollar Tree's benefit, they get a lot of new products first, so they get to test them out. If they sell good, they keep them. If not, you know, they're always changing inventory. So a lot of people that are getting turned down, these young entrepreneurs getting turned down, and they want to get in stores, they go to Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree put them right on Front Street. Okay, boom, check this out. Run it. Let's see how it does in store. And a lot of things, you know, take off like that. Now, from the consumer part, this is where, you know, it works in Dollar Tree's favor too. Now, as a consumer, you know, people that shop in stores, they usually know the store. So a lot of times a new product could come in there, somebody be like, oh, I seen that somewhere, or somebody would be like, okay, I know that they change the inventory a lot. Let me give it a try. It might not be here when I come back. And that's the thing about Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree rotates their items so much, it kind of forces customers to like, hey, get it while it's here. You know, and thus it helps their, you know, them with their retail sales and stuff like that. So I mean, the strategy, it works out for them, you know. Another thing. Now I've been in the Dollar Tree before, and I thought it was nasty. And the reason why I say I thought it was nasty is like you go in Dollar Tree a lot of times, man, it be stuff all over the places, boxes on the ground, all kind of craziness. You know what I mean? I'm like, who's tearing them up? What, he's stealing? But what it is they encourage this treasure hunt type of the store encourages that. Like you can go in there and tear stuff open and look at it to see if it fits or works or anything. And like that's why you go in the store, you'll see a bunch of boxes on the ground and stuff all over the place, clothes on the floor, and you're like, what the hell is this? And I didn't know that was encouraged, because what it does is if a customer comes in there and they're looking at something and it's in the box, they encourage them to go through all of the boxes and see what they want, and they're gonna wind up coming out of there with something. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, but I thought that's cool. Like it eliminates the stress. Like it says right here, like they hunt for value in stores. Like I don't know how it would make it like not stressful if you were an employee working there. Like you got to clean all this stuff up, but it takes the stress out of shopping. I don't understand it, but it's working. You know, who am I to judge? It's working. Give me some more light in here. So here's another thing. The stores mainly operate in suburbs. And the reason why I said it, now remember I mentioned earlier where I said, I don't really see Dollar Tree no more. I mean, I don't really see Family Dollar no more. You know, the reason why is, now it's getting back to Family Dollar. In fact, before I even go into Family Dollar, let me say this real quick. These stores, like I said, the store operate mainly in the suburbs, right? You can see a brand new strip mall with nice stores, and you'll see a Dollar Tree there. And I'm like, the Dollar Tree don't even look like it belongs. Why the Dollar Tree over there with all these other nice stores? Not saying Dollar Tree is a crap company, but you know, when I was young growing up, like I said, I seen a lot of Family Dollar. So my experience with a dollar store is Family Dollar. And Family Dollar used to be tore up, you know. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's a different company. Now, with them being in the suburbs, operating mainly in the suburbs, they get a different type of buying class and different type of clientele. Now, here's the funny part, and this is why I'm going to go back to Family Dollar. Now, what they did with Family Dollar, they made Family Dollar a partnered company with Dollar Tree. So it's a complementary company. Now, where you see Family Dollar at, and the reason why I don't see them no more is because a Dollar Tree is mainly in the suburbs, right? Suburban class, middle class places. That's why you see these nice strip malls, and it looks like a different type of dollar store. You know, very clean on the outside. You know, nice graphics and such. But Dollar Tree, this is what they did with Family Dollar. Family Dollar's in rural areas, country areas, deep country areas, and low-income communities, hood areas. So you'll see Family Dollar in the hood and a lot of deep country type rural areas, whereas you'll see Dollar Tree as for suburban shoppers to shop and get dollar values. So it's kind of like, man, I don't know how to call that. So that's the situation with Family Dollar. Now, Family Dollar, the difference between Family Dollar, and I'm going to show you how they complement each other. The difference between Family Dollar and Dollar Tree is that Dollar Tree sells stuff mainly under $1. I mean, you might have go in there and be able to get a couple of things that are over $1. But Family Dollar is more like a bodega. I don't know if you know what a bodega is. Like, I'm from the East Coast. A bodega is more like a corner store or something that has everything in it. Family Dollar is like that. I mean, they're both like that, but Family Dollar is more like that, where most of the items they have are under $10. It could be at $10, a little bit over $10, but there's still something where anybody can afford them, right? But there's not a dollar store per se. You know, you can go in and get something $4 or $5. I mean, different products. There'll be cheap products, you know, because I mean, everybody know, like dealing with Family Dollar, if anybody shop there, a lot of stuff you get last a week, a year if you're lucky. But most of the stuff is so cheaply made it breaks. So I mean, it's just like, hey, I need a spatula real quick. You got to cook out. You ain't got one. Hey, run the Family Dollar real quick. Boom, use it one time and cast it off. And you only paid it $2, $3 for it, or $1 for it, you know. But that's the difference. And the strategy, it might be questionable or controversial. You know what I mean? Because I mean, if you really pay attention, and this is a well-known thing, so I don't want to sound like I'm offensive to anybody. Every company has a target audience, whether you are rich or you're poor, right? Family Dollar, I've ever seen Family Dollar in tore up areas. You know what I mean? Because the stores be tore up. So, is it controversial that these type of stores are targeting poor people? Are they? Yeah. But think about it. It's two sides to the coin. I know areas where the you go to the stores or the area, and areas are so bad with robberies and crime and stuff like that, that these stores are the only stores that are bold enough to even stay there. So it's one of those things that you just got to pay attention to, and it's more of like, you know, your morals or how you see life. You know, I find it understandable because they're not going to put no Walmart, you know, in certain parts of the hood, you know, where it's like nothing around there. So these kind of stores kind of come in and serve as a Walmart type, you know, give Walmart type solutions. So that's just what I wanted to just talk about. Another thing is, as of 2021, right, the annual gross margin of these stores are as follows. Now this is only in comparison to Walmart and Target, right? That's why I brought up Walmart and Target. The philosophies are the same. You know, it's retail. They're trying to get customers in the door, you know, make as much money as possible. But the thing is this, with annual gross margin, right? Dollar Tree, the annual gross margin per year, per store is 30%, 30.5%. Annual gross margin for Target is 28.5%, right? So, and then Walmart is 24%. So Dollar Tree is hanging with these big stores as far as, and it's outperforming them as far as getting margin back from the materials and the items that they sell. Walmart and Target deal a lot of times with overseas, you know, bringing stuff from overseas, exporting goods and import goods and stuff like that. And they deal with wholesalers and importers. Whereas Dollar Tree has it set up to where they only deal with the distributor and don't have to deal with the deal with overseas, so they can just go grab it from there. 60% of what they deal, well, 7% of the products that they deal with are already here in America. The other 30% are imports, but they don't have to deal with, you know, a lot of stuff that these big box stores have to deal with. But they still kicking out more of a gross margin than the other two stores. So they really competitive, very competitive. Now, as far as size and scale, like I said earlier, a Dollar Tree don't have to worry about certain places where they can open their stores at. They need a small place to operate, where like a Walmart or a Target, they might need tens of thousands of square feet. It might have to be near a highway, where they're like, okay, yeah, the square feet over here is good, it's a nice store, but it's in the middle of nowhere. So it's a lot of different things that, you know, go into where these places are strategically placed, and it works to the advantage of Dollar Tree. Now, as far as expansion, let's check this out, and then I'm gonna close it at this. Over the last 3 years of expansion, right? Target has opened 53 stores. Walmart has closed 27 stores according to reports, and they haven't opened another one in the last 3 years. They just closed down like 27. You know, this is over the 3-year period, right? I guess they weren't doing well. You know, nothing against the Walmart company. But Dollar Tree has opened 700 stores in the last 3 years alone in the United States. We're not counting Canada, because they operate in Canada and they operate in the United States. But yeah, I just wanted to, I was rattling this Saturday. I'm bored. I wanted to drop some information on you guys about what I found out about this company. And yeah, leave me a comment, guys. Let me know. Let me know if this is worth investing. If you have it, how has it been performing for you? Especially if you had it over some years, because I'm interested in holding it, and I'm going to see how it goes, you know, in my portfolio. But yeah, man, leave your input. You know, I know I rambled on a lot and stumbled over my words. I apologize for that today, but I just appreciate you spending time with me as always. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and keep investing, and have a good day.